set. 60 Pittsburgh. Smoke.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Big grip. Big grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
On the dump. Watch my board. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. 25. Check 25. And go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Set. 70, Indy.
Oh, dang, punt. Mike 51, Mike 51. You can't block me.
Hey, Wahoo!
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it.
Fire.
To throw on third down. Herbert. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Brandon, their last miss on third down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a fourth down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, let's go, let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go, here we go. Can Lobo. Good trap. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Martinez. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, Frank. You're deep. Right. Double time. 4 down. Ready.
Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Run.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check number 6. Check number 6.
From the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Orbit.
45, Mike, 45. Gotcha.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm going to run you over. 45's the Mike. Target. Shift. Watch the shift. No. Off.
Deep rip.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Boy, if you're into the points per drive ratio.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Let's go now.
We'll
50,
step aside and come back to Carson after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, zoom.
51,
Zoom.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mack Wilson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, set. 27, check right, 27. Hey. Exit. Mike 27. Hey, watch the screen. Hurry. Hot.
Martinez, off play action. Gonna look deep for Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback. And then
under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Martinez to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming. Charlie. I'm coming for you.
Martinez now operating from the gun. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Martinez. Off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Martinez, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run it again with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw is Martinez. To throw on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, good move. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the ground, it's Chubb. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
54, right there. 54.
Martinez looking to throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go. Kill, kill, kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 52.
Big River.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Martinez. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Wilson's got it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kill. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Martinez dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Don't say nothing.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 45.
Check go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. We just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Martinez now to throw on 2nd down. Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 71 yards. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one good for 33 and a 1st. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
90, Wolf.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
45, 45, 45.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out here in the I.
I got him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Looking to throw. Martinez. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check 99.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going.
Go. Big stop, let's go. Jim.
Now a handoff looking right. Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches?
Yeah. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.